Hi there, I'm Rex King, and this is Rex King Reviews, where I look at films currently in theaters. Today, I'm talking about The Batman. Now, The Batman is, of course, the latest adaptation of Batman. It's about Bruce Wayne, played by Robert Pattinson, and a new psychotic killer appears in Gotham. And it's up to Batman to solve the case, but along the way, he ends up discovering a sinister criminal underworld that seems to engulf the entire city. Now, I'm a huge Batman fan, and I really was looking forward to this one, but I was worried it was going to be a little disappointing. Luckily, it wasn't. It was everything I wanted it to be. It was a good mystery. It goes back to the film noir roots of Batman, and it's all around just a great film. Um, Robert Pattinson as Batman was a surprise. I didn't expect him to be as good as he was in the role, but he's great with everything he's given. He plays the character exactly as you would want him to be played. I mean, he's playing Batman after only 2 years of being Batman, and it is starting to get to him, but he's still relatively newer at this. He's not hasn't been at this for years upon years. He's only been at this for 2 years. Um, so he still is refining his approach. Right now, he's in this film. He's mainly focused on fear and just trying to make people just think he's everywhere. Now, the other characters in this film are also pretty cool. I loved Jeffrey Wright as Commissioner Gordon. I believe he plays the character really well. He's very well written, and I really enjoyed when it was him and Batman just going toe to toe, just talking. Those were some of the best scenes. Them working together was brilliant. I liked Zoe's Kravitz as as Selena Kyle. Sorry, also aka Catwoman. She and Batman again have a great chemistry, and I really enjoyed what they did with that character. Uh, I guess my only problem is she's kind of really not necessary. I would say she's doesn't really do a whole lot for the plot until they desperately need her to do something. Uh, she is the one who kind of helps them solve it at the end, but it just kind of comes out of left field. Um, that's a minor nitpick, though. The character, though, that really worked for this film is the Riddler. I enjoyed this guy tremendously. Paul Dano did such a great job with this character, especially with the version they went with. A more demented anarchist type Riddler who just wants to destroy the system because he believes the system has failed everything in this city. And I enjoy that. What he does with that. They went that route with that character instead of the typical uh, over energetic Riddler that we've saw a couple times before, like with Jim Carrey and Batman Forever. I guess my only issue is with that character would be the fact that he felt more like anarchy from the comics to me than the Riddler. But I can see why they did that. It makes the character's motivations more relatable. Also, the only character I really have a lot of problems with is Andy Serkis as Alfred. It doesn't work. Now, Alfred is supposed to be the father figure, the mentor, the one who's Bruce Wayne's conscience, and he's been played by so many great older actors in the past. And don't get me wrong, I love Andy Serkis. I just don't think he was meant for this type of role. He has an intensity about him, a um, grisliness about him that just makes him not fatherly, in my opinion. He doesn't really get to do much in this film, and that's kind of the issue. Now, that's kind of a nitpick. Yes, I would have liked to seen Alfred done better, but I can kind of understand why they went this one route because it fits with the overall arcing theme of the film. But it just didn't work for me personally. Now, this film's action is spectacular. I enjoy the action bits we get. Now, I will say there's not a lot of it. This film, at its heart, is a mystery, and I'm glad we kind of have that because it just. We haven't seen a real good mystery story revolving around Batman, and this is a character who's been called the world's greatest detective. And up until this point, we really haven't had him solve a mystery, and this film, at its core, is a mystery. So there isn't as much action as there has been in the past, but when we do get it, it's spectacular. At the end of the day, I think this film was a great Batman adaptation. Uh, I really enjoyed it. If you haven't seen any of the other Batman adaptations, that's fine. I think you can go into this one completely blind and still enjoy it. Now, obviously, you'll have to know a little bit about Batman's backstory because this is not an origin story, which is another reason why I probably like it as much as I do. So, let's face it, most people know the backstory of Batman at this point. At the end of the day, I'm giving this film an 8 out of 10. Well, those were my thoughts on the Batman. What did you think about it? Let me know in the comments below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. I'm Rex King, and I'll see you at the movies.